real quick before we get into the video today, this is Toby's take. It is Friday. It's his time to shine and all that stuff. So, but we're going to do things a little differently. He's doing an E3 prediction video today. So what I want to do is I am going to give my commentary after he makes his prediction. So he'll make his prediction, then I'll pop in. I will comment on his prediction, and then he'll go into the next one, and so on and so forth. And then I believe on Monday, my E3 prediction video will go up, and it'll have Toby's commentary added on to that. So just a little twist to what we normally do, and I figured you guys might like that. So Toby, take it away.
Hello, my name's Toby, and this is my take. Hello, my name's Toby. Welcome to the Geek Guru channel. Today we are talking E3 predictions. This is going to be an awesome episode. I've got 5 predictions and we're going to run through that 1 to 5. So you can let me know what you think in the comments below my predictions. Number 1, this is a pretty obvious one if you ask me. They're going to be having SNES Remix. This year Nintendo are bringing back the Nintendo World Championships and they're going to use NES Remix for that. So I think that's a really good opportunity to promote SNES Remix coming off of the back of that. As a little bonus prediction, they're probably going to have all the Super games. They're going to have Super Metroid, Super Mario World, Super Punch-Out. Probably going to have Link to the Past. That's, you know, everyone wants that. Yeah, so I think that's going to happen, and it's going to be out by Christmas, at least Pack 1. Pack 2 will probably be out early next year, followed by a combined Ultimate SNES Remix.
SNES Remix, I agree wholeheartedly. I even think you're going to get them to turn around and say, hey, you know what? You can download it now. I think you're going to get one of those type of things like they did with the first NES. I don't think this is the type of game that they are going to hold on to. I think this is something that where they need to get games out, and I think they need to have some big surprises. I think this is one. I think this is one where you're going to see Nintendo come out and say, hey, by the way, go download it now, you know, or after this video presentation you can download it now, or something like that. Like, because they've been doing that a lot more lately, and I really feel like at E3 they're going to do that. So I would agree. I think you're going to see some Super Mario World. I think you're going to see some absolutely going to see Zelda. You're going to see some Super Punch-Out. There's a lot of games that hit the SNES that I feel like they're going to do some remixes. I think you might even see remixes between NES and SNES. How would they do that? I think it's very possible to do. I think with the technology today, the hardware they're running on with the Wii U, I think the sky's the limit and they could do it, no doubt about it. But I think you're going to see a lot of stuff flushed out. I think you're going to see some Metroid, Super Metroid. There's just going to be a lot of stuff, and I think I think Toby's right with this one. I think you're definitely going to see SNES Remix Volume 1, maybe even NES Remix Volume 3, but I doubt that. I think they're done with the NES remixes, and I think they're moving on from here.
Number 2. We're going to have a 2D Metroid game by Retro. Everyone knows Retro's working on something. Everyone wants it to be Metroid. I think it's going to be a 2D Metroid because their past 2 games have been 2D side-scrolling platformers. They had the Tropical Freeze game on Wii U. I think that was their first foray into HD, and that's going to be like a good experience for them to make their next 2D Metroid game as good as it can be. Especially now that Metroidvania is coming back into popularity. You've got the Igavania thing, and you know, everyone loves that kind of gameplay. So I think that's going to be really cool 2D Metroid. Probably be out next year though.
On this one, I need to disagree a little bit, Toby. I believe, yes, Retro's working on something. We all know that. After Donkey Kong Country, there was like a 2-3 month gap after Donkey Kong Country, because originally, if everybody remembers, Donkey Kong Country was supposed to originally release in November. Retro Studios was apparently done a couple months prior to that. They pushed Donkey Kong Country back, and they pushed it to February. So there was a good 6-month jump that they weren't doing anything in terms of for Donkey Kong Country. They had admittedly moved on to their next game. I feel like it's not Metroid. I do touch on this in my prediction, so I'm not going to really say what my prediction is, but I feel like we'll definitely see a Metroid. I just don't think that we're going to see Retro Studios working on it. I think I don't feel like there's enough time for Metroid to have been completed if they're putting out a new Metroid. I just don't think that there was enough time to do that. 1.5 years to me for a Metroid game really isn't enough time. I feel like Metroid's been being worked on for a while. I just feel like this is the game that they need to come out with this year. I think you're going to see it this year, and I think it's going to probably be sometime after E3. I don't believe it's a Christmas or a holiday game. I think it's going to be, I think it's one of two things. I think it's going to hit either August, September at time, or it's going to go first half of 2016. But I think we definitely see something about it and we hear something about it. So partially I agree with you, partially I don't. I just don't think that Retro Studios is working on it at all. That's just my opinion.
Okay, prediction number 3. Well, we're going to have an Animal Crossing on Wii U. That's, everyone knows that Animal Crossing is going to come to Wii U eventually. It's come to every console, as well as the handhelds. So, they'll be stupid not to, really. I mean, they had that Animal Crossing Plaza where they had some HD assets from the Animal Crossing games. So I think that's coming. That's going to be a big Christmas game. Now Zelda's properly moved to next year, I think we're going to get Animal Crossing by the end of this year.
So, Animal Crossing Wii U, you actually stole one of my predictions. So I changed one of my predictions in my video. But I really truly feel that you're spot on with this one. I don't know that we'll see it this year. I think, again, we might see this early 2016. Just because I think they're going to want to do it a little bit different. I don't think they're going to want to do a straight port of New Leaf. I think they're going to want to have to add a twist, which is going to take a little bit of time to make. But I feel like there's been enough time between New Leaf to now that we could be on the verge of seeing it very shortly. I do agree with the amiibo functionality. I think you're going to see... I would love the fact that, if I scanned in a particular villager, but I don't think you're going to get the full scale, all 300 characters, whatever it is. I think you're going to get your main ones. You're going to get KK Slider. You're going to get Tom Nook, the Nooklings. You're going to get, Blathers and everybody else. You're going to get all those people, Isabelle, and the ones that are basically the stuck in game ones, not the villagers that bounce in and out. I think what you're going to see is you're going to get a, let's say you put a KK Slider amiibo down. I think you're going to get additional songs that are exclusive, perhaps, to KK Slider, to the KK Slider amiibo, put it that way. I think that if you get a Tom Nook, you might get additional house parts that you can't normally buy. I think if you get the Nooklings, you're going to get exclusive items to the shop that you can't buy. Again, you may be able to trade these items like we always are able to do. So, say, it's a situation like, hey, I can't get the Tom Nook amiibo. I don't know how that would ever happen, that I couldn't get a Tom Nook amiibo. But let's say that we can't get a Tom Nook amiibo. Well, let's say Toby got him. I could exchange with Toby. He could give me the parts or whatever. Or I can't get the KK Slider, and then ALLAN has a KK Slider one, and he gives me the couple extra songs. So I think that that's the type of thing you're looking at. Gracie Grace, you're going to get exclusive, maybe an exclusive season that isn't in the regular game. Maybe it's similar to the card decks, where in between you could get the card decks, but between where the new season, the old season started, they had that thing where as they're selling out, they're putting in card decks like furniture. Maybe that's it, where you're getting additional stuff. I don't know, but I think you're right on with I think you're dead on with the Animal Crossing game. I think it's 2016 though. I don't believe it's 2015. Other reason is I believe that the Happy Home game for the 3DS is more or less a holdover to buy it sometime for 2016 when the actual full-fledged game comes. But I think that with, if anything, little tidbit. When I met with Brian from Image of Form, one of the things he said to me was the 3DS was dying. It was like floundering. And they put out Mario and they put out Mario Kart and it gave it a jump start. Everybody remembers that, right after the Ambassador program, and they hit the Donkey Kong Country Returns and the Mario Land and Mario Kart and all these different games. And then after that peak, it started to die a little bit. And just as it was getting ready to die, Animal Crossing came out and it, boom, took off. So Nintendo knows they have something solid with Animal Crossing. They know that they got to do something. So I think this Happy Home Maker or whatever the nonsense, Happy Home Designer, I believe that the Happy Home Designer game is to hold people over until the full-fledged Animal Crossing for the Wii U comes. But with the Mario Kart game and seeing that in HD, they gotta bring it. I'm with you, man. I can't wait for Animal Crossing in HD. I want it so badly.
Prediction number 4. We're going to have Animal Crossing Amiibo to go with the Animal Crossing game on Wii U. So, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer is coming to 3DS sometime this year, I think. And they're going to have the Amiibo cards for that. For the villagers, so you're going to be able to collect the cards and scan them into the game and unlock God knows what, probably bits of furniture and stuff. But I think that for the console one, they're going to probably do a line of like maybe 12 to 20 villagers. Not as many as the Smash Bros range because you know, there's only so many animals they can have. They can't have every single villager because that'd be stupid, right? But who knows with Nintendo, they could do that. I'd have to get them all, obviously, because I'm insane. But I think that the way they're going to step up Animal Crossing using Amiibo is the Amiibo villagers. I think they're going to move into your town when you scan the character and scan the Amiibo in. And I think that they're going to not only just live in your town, but I think they might, it would be cool if they could open up their own shops. You know, because villagers, they move in, they potter around, they, you know, walk about, they don't really do much, you know, you can chat to them and that, but I'd really like to see them have their own aspirations and have a bit more life about them and a job or whatever, you know, because they're all bums, they don't have jobs. So they could move in, they could open up their own shop in like a high street or whatever. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe they'd bring unique items that only they sell, and that's how you get them from scanning in your Amiibo. So let me know what you think of that idea in the comments below. I also think, as a little bonus prediction, that they're going to have a Zelda Amiibo range. But I don't think they're going to announce that yet. They'll probably announce that towards the end of the year. But we've got the 30th anniversary of Zelda coming up next year, so it will make sense to announce the Amiibo towards the end of the year, have them released early next year to coincide with the 30th anniversary.
On your bonus little prediction, I agree. I think we're going to see a Zelda series of Amiibo coming. I think it'll be coming closer to the Zelda U game. I think that what it does, I really don't know, but it just seems like they're implementing Amiibo into everything, and I'm all for that. I'm cool with Amiibo being in everything. I don't necessarily, I mean, I have them on the shelves and stuff. I don't use them for everything. For me, they're mini statues, and that's the way I look at it. So a Zelda series would kind of get me excited. I'd be happy to get some Zelda Amiibo. So absolutely, I'm with you on that.
Prediction number 5. So this is a crazy one. This is not going to happen. I really want it to, but I think they should make another top-down 3DS Zelda in the style of A Link Between Worlds. I love the top-down Zelda. A Link to the Past is my favourite game of all time. I love Link Between Worlds, absolutely amazing. I think they could turn around another top-down Zelda game fairly quickly. I mean, Link Between Worlds came out in 2013. It is the 30th anniversary of Zelda next year, so they could release 2 Zelda games. I really want them to release 2 Zelda games, a console one and a 3DS one. that would make my dreams come true. But again, the 3DS one, if they did do that, that would probably take some of the fire away from the Wii U one, which they obviously need to push. So, you know, maybe they'll do another one, but it'll probably come out after Zelda on Wii U.
And then your fifth prediction, the top-down Zelda. I agree. I don't think it's going to happen by any stretch of imagination. I would love it to happen. I'm a huge Link to the Past Zelda fan. It was my favorite Zelda game overall. Zelda 2 ranks up there. I really enjoyed Zelda 2, but the original Link to the Past to me was more or less like they gave us what they gave us in the original Zelda. Zelda 2 was such a big drastic change from Zelda 1 that when Zelda Link to the Past, Zelda 3 or 4, depending if you're including the Game Boy games, but when Link to the Past hit, it just basically was like, wow. Like, you took everything that was awesome in the first Zelda and just, boom, just blew it up with the amazing graphics and all that stuff. So for me, that is one of my favorite games. I love top-down Zelda games. I've always been a fan of them. Not necessarily the handheld ones, although Link Between Worlds, I really, really enjoyed that game. So for me, I would be, yes, let's do the top down. Let's knock it out. Doesn't necessarily have to be 3D. I don't care about that. I wouldn't even mind it being on a console. Like, give me a top down HD Zelda game. I would be through the roof for that. Like, that would be, I'd be happy. I'd be content with that all day, all day. So for me, I would love to see it. I don't know necessarily, like you're saying, I don't think it's going to happen. I think we got a snowball's chance of that ever coming to fruition. But yeah, I'm with you 110, 150%. I'm with you on this one.
So yeah, that's my top 5 Nintendo predictions for E3 2015. I'm in my game room today, so this is a little preview of my game shelf. You know, I'll do another video of that sometime. I need to sort this room out actually. If you enjoyed this video, hit it with a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know your predictions in the comments below. You can follow me on Twitter at Toby's_take. All the usual social links are in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye! I'm Mario! Woohoo!